Are you tired of high-pressure tactics?
No, I'm not going to sign that. It's too much.
At Community Auto Group, you'll find we have a straightforward approach.
If other dealers have made you uncomfortable, give Community a try. You'll enjoy your experience here and find a straightforward deal that's right for you, not high-pressure tactics.
Community Auto Group, straightforward deals from the straightforward dealer.
Morning, everyone. We'll call the meeting of the Board of Supervisors to order. Before us, we have today's agenda and the minutes of the regular and special sessions of July 30th.
Yeah, at this time I'll make a motion to approve the July 30th regular session and the special session on the same day.
And I'll second that. Okay, motion's made and seconded to approve the minutes of July 30th, regular and special, and today's agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Full business.
Kevin?
Hearing none, new business. Mary?
I don't have a whole lot to report on today. You guys are just working on routine maintenance, and that's about it. So, unless you guys have any particular questions.
How's the grass growing? Keeping up with that?
It's growing. We're working on mowing. We got done in the Rockwell area, so we sent a mower up there to help out the Mason City area.
Progress on the truck replacement?
I got a quote, and I had a few questions about the quote, so he's making a few adjustments and going to email it back to me. Looked like it was about in the ballpark of $60,000, so.
Okay.
Once he gets that finalized, I'll probably have it for you guys next week, as well as the truck quotes I received. I had a chance to sit down and look those over, so I'll probably have both of those for you guys next week.
Other questions for Mary?
Are we cleaning ditch?
In some locations, yes.
Okay.
We're quite a bit up in the north quadrant. I know they've been making some phone calls up there, so.
Okay.
And they have the excavator out, and they have the grade all out, and I know we've been having some problems with our trailer and the wiring and whatnot, so sometimes we had a problem with the motor on the trailer, so we couldn't move the excavator. We had some issues with that, but I think they're gotten it fixed, and then now we have some wiring issues, so the equipment runs, but the trailer doesn't, so
okay.
You can't get it from one spot to the other when the trailer's not functioning. But yeah, they are doing some ditch cleaning.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Mary.
Thanks.
County owners business claims.
I was here for your consideration.
Mr. Chairman, if you find everything in order, I still move to authorize your signature on them. I accept them.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to approve the claims and authorize the chairman's signature. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Okay, payroll.
Yep, payroll warrant for the week ending 7/27 for your consideration.
At this time, I'll make a motion to approve the payroll warrant report for July 27th.
Okay, I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded to accept and approve the payroll warrant for the 27th July. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
One more payroll change. Tom?
Yeah, my office prepares the annual payroll resolution. We inadvertently left Candy Schickel off of that payroll resolution, and so you've got a request in front of you to increase her pay from $37,500 to $38,437.62. That's standard 2.5% increase, retroactive to July 1. She serves as the mental health advocate and the committal attorney. It's a 32-hour-a-week position.
Resolution?
Yeah.
Motion, she's
Motion,
existing
yeah,
employee.
she's existing.
Already in the,
Okay.
okay. Well, at this time, I'd so move for that said payroll change.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to accept the payroll change as explained by Mr. Jazinski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Got it.
We'll see she gets added to the list for future years.
Very good. Thank you, Tom. Drainage. Authorize chair to sign drainage agreement between the Iowa Department of Natural Resources and Saragordo County Drainage District 31186. Michelle?
Gonna be kicked in.
Chair?
Yes.
Doug Jenkins here this morning, and he's with the DNR, and as you know, we've had a couple of public hearings, and Doug's been up here 2 or 3 times, been nice enough to come up. And we finally got all the verbiage done, because we're adding some more stuff to the wetlands down there in Union Hills, and it's in our drainage district, so we have to have it done. And Doug, is there anything you'd like to say?
No, really. I just came just in case there were questions, but I've appreciated your support and cooperation. Thank you.
Well, by the time we got all the attorneys on board and all doing their job the way they think they should do it, we got everything done. I think it's a good agreement. I think it's good for the district. At this time, I'll make a motion to authorize the chair to sign this drainage agreement. And we'll have that done so they can do their rejuvenation work.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll second it.
Okay, motion's made and seconded to authorize the chair to sign the drainage agreement between Saragordo County and the DNR. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Thanks, Doug.
Yep, thank you, Doug. Approved sheriff and clerk's monthly report of fees.
Right here for your consideration.
It is all in order, I assume?
They are.
Okay.
Okay, with it being in order, I still make the motion to approve and to accept and authorize your signature on those.
And I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the clerk and the sheriff's monthly report of fees and authorize the sheriff's signature. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Sheriff's Department. Authorize chair to sign affidavit existing participant under the equitable sharing agreement.
I believe this is an agreement we do annually.
Now I see with the Department of Treasury and with the
Task force, I believe.
drug task force, right? Yes. Okay. All the paperwork has been filled out by the sheriff, and it states it's an annual renewal. Gentlemen, your wishes here?
Okay, at this time, I'd still authorize the chair to sign the equitable sharing agreement.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to authorize the chair's signature on the sharing agreement as presented by the Sheriff's Department. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, having completed that, moving down to item D, Iowa Economic Development Authority. 2 CDBG program contract amendments 17 and 11.
Okay. Looking for 17.
We have Joe Johnson.
Joe, do you have a few comments for us?
You know, I really don't, because they never sent me a copy of the contract. They just sent me the cover letter.
But you're here to help.
Well, I'm here for the next item, actually, but I certainly could address its disaster, jumpstart, disaster assistance funds, block grant. I don't know if it's a date amendment.
Actually, it's a budget amendment. It's an increase from this amount to this amount here.
Well, if it's an increase, it's the result of the multifamily new production. the $3 million to the Grimes project, the $472,000 project in Grinnell,
Yep.
which are part of our super cog region, and that's under contract DRH 002. And the other would be the Charles City new construction on the McQuillan Place.
Yep.
Downtown, that's $2,940,000. And then the new construction on Schoeneman's project, the LPE development of 7 units for $677,396.
Yep, it's an increase.
Very good. Total increases from $4,677,000 to
This is the contract, formalized contract, gotcha.
And then the second one, the Schoeneman project, from $6,619,000 to $10,310,000. Gentlemen, your wishes?
You know, I can remember when $1 million used to be a lot of money. At this time, I'll make a motion to authorize the chair to sign the program contract and for the change in the dollars.
Okay, and I'll second that.
And I thought you were going to say it's just another 80 acres of farm ground.
Yeah.
Motion made and seconded to approve amendments 17 and 11 as presented and authorize the chair's signature. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
But maybe we get
Agreements
them
and contracts.
closer,
What's
a
that?
little closer to our area instead of Grinnell and different places like that.
Yeah, well, I was happy we got 2 of them. That was very good.
Autumn Park, Joe.
Yes, before you is a subordination agreement on behalf of Autumn Park. They're looking to refinance their note with the jumpstart assistance that we provided to the project, a little over $600,000 on the renovation of the flood damage that occurred to that facility. There's a 5-year forgivable loan. They're in the 4th year of that forgivable loan, so 80% has been forgiven to date. They're looking to refinance, simply lowering the rate term on their mortgage on the facility. And in order for them to do that, we need the board's approval to subordinate that loan. And it's perfectly in compliance with all the state regulations, as long as they're not taking cash out of the project. And that's not the case. It's strictly an interest rate refinance. So we would certainly recommend your approval on authorization of the subordination agreement.
Okay, enforce the subordination agreement for Autumn Park.
Okay, at this time, I so move to authorize the chair signature on the subordination agreement that we have before us this morning.
Yeah, I think that's very legit to see them try and get the interest lowered and stuff, so I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the subordination agreement as presented and authorize the chair's signature. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Item F, appointments. Item G, correspondence and communication. Authorize chair to sign letter of support with Pyrotechnics Guild International Convention in August 2012. 14, excuse me. Year behind.
David Green contacted me and said that as part of their package that has to go to the city for hosting Pyrotechnics Guild International Conference in 2014 that goes to the Mason City Fire Department for the necessary permits for that. The underlying property owner needed to consent to them seeking a fireworks permit. And so that's simply the letter that you have today is giving that consent. Apparently consent's required despite the fact that Chapter 174 of State Code basically turns over all decisions regarding maintenance, upkeep, construction, reconstruction, and liability of the fairgrounds to the Fair Board. The city still requested that we give our consent, and so I've prepared a letter just giving that, and then we'll provide that to Mr. Green, who can put it in with the packet for the fireworks permit.
Okay, I'll read the letter very briefly here. The Saragordo County Board of Supervisors gives consent for the use of the North Iowa Event Center for the Pyrotechnics Guild International Convention scheduled August 9 to 16, 2014. Property is owned by the county but managed by North Iowa Fair Association under Iowa Code Chapter 174. The 2005-2009 events generate outstanding revenue for the county, and we look forward to welcoming out-of-state guests to Mason City again next year. Thank you for your department's work in providing a safe environment in these events. Gentlemen?
Yeah, I think if the last time they was in town, I got to go out there, I think they put on a terrific show. That's really fun to see. And I think, yeah, I definitely think we need to sign the letter. I'll make a motion to sign the letter. Send to them.
Okay, then I'll second it.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve and authorize the chair's signature on the letter supporting the pyrotechnic convention. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Item 2, presentation of check from Iowa Precinct Atlas Consortium. Ken, did you want to introduce our guest and tell us a little bit about the background here?
We are honored today to have Dennis Parrott with us. Dennis is the president of the new Iowa Precinct Atlas Consortium.
Yeah. Thanks, Ken. I'm here for a couple of reasons today. First of all, to thank the Jasper County, or excuse me, not Jasper, Saragordo County for their commitment to this Precinct Atlas program. The supervisors have committed both manpower and finances, your resources, and then after you've developed an award-winning program, the auditor's office, with your support, your generosity has shown from the fact that you were willing to share it with the other counties. And then you took another step and said we are willing to sell you rights to the program so that you can have ownership in the program. The program has facilitated voter check-in at the polling places, as well as security, safety, efficiency. You guys have made a big impact on hundreds of thousands of voters in the state of Iowa as they've gone through the process since 2009. 55 counties now use the program, and I believe 55 counties have now signed the 2080 agreement to work with Saragordo County. I mentioned your generosity. You knew that it was important that the taxpayers of Saragordo County be compensated for the amount of effort and time that you put into the program. And so we came to an arrangement in which we would, the Precinct Atlas Consortium, pay Saragordo County $200,000 over a period of time to help you to pay back for the resources and finances that you've spent on the program. The first installment is a $100,000 check, and then 4 years of $25,000 following this first installment. So over 5 years, we will have been able to give you back $200,000 that rightfully belongs to your taxpayers because they allowed you to use staff and time and material and efforts to produce the program. I can't tell you the impact that, I can't begin to tell you the impact that it's had. This program has been shown to legislators all over the state, Republicans and Democrats alike, the governor, a number of the agencies, the DOT, the Secretary of State's office, just a number of them, and almost 100% it is recognized as outstanding. I can't think of many projects that I've ever heard of in the state of Iowa in which a county has decided to build a program or do some project and then say we're going to turn it over to the rest of you. And that's what you've done, and we're very appreciative and very thankful. We're going to be using this program for a long time. It has the ability, or we have the ability, or you have the ability to modify it as the laws change. And we're on the cutting edge because of Saragordo County and the 55 counties that are using it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's made our lives easier as election administrators, and it's made the voters' lives easier too. Quicker, shorter lines, easier processing, better ways of identifying a voter. So again, I thank you. And so I'm going to actually present you with this $100,000 check.
We insist on something a little larger.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Which is
Actually, where would you like it?
a little bit over closer, so I know. Might as well get them all here.
Something like this?
There you go. Now we're talking.
There you go. Very good.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. That's very
Absolutely.
nice.
Listen, thank you guys. Like I said, you guys have made a huge impact in the state
You
of Iowa.
mentioned the fact that, you know, we committed time and resources to it. And we have two representatives from our MIS office here today who are part of the process and have their own role here. And gentlemen, did you have a comment or two you'd like to tender concerning the project?
No, it's been a great project, and we look forward to working with the consortium on it going forward. So I think it's a good project all the way around. So thank you.
I didn't realize them guys had ties.
They do.
Ken?
And
actually, Mr. Chair, thank you for bringing up the MIS department. Dennis credited the auditor's office with the development, and quite frankly, the development is fully in the hands of the MIS department. Of course, we have the needs, we define those, and we, help with describing the functionality that we need. But the MIS department has done an outstanding job, so thank you.
I think they have too. I know the amount of time they've dedicated towards the project. And certainly it's paid off. Dennis, I want to thank you very much for your very kind words. You know, the hallmark of a successful project is where you have collaboration, not only internally here, but within the state of Iowa. And I think that's one of the things we've been able to see in this Precinct Atlas project is that we have 55 counties on board, and probably, hopefully, more to come because of the quality of the project. And anything that enhances the democratic process and lends assurance to the public that the process is free, fair, and open is a great asset towards the democracy we have. And I think that's one of the things we've always strived for is, and I know Ken and his staff have always strived for, is to make sure that the public is as absolutely certain as possible that we have done everything we can to make the process as open and as free and as fair as we possibly can. And I think we set an awfully good example there, and everyone involved here, you know, deserves a lot of credit for that. Gentlemen?
Yeah, I also want to thank you, Dennis, for taking this on, because once we saw that this was such a good product and it was going to go places, I think we was kind of wondering, you know, what's our role in government here? Is it to take care of the elections for the whole state of Iowa, or to run Sarah County? So my hat's off to you and your people for saying, hey, well, we'll gladly do this, and being willing to come up with the money to reimburse us for the amount of money and time we put in it. You know, we didn't, you know, I don't have any idea how many hours it was spent on this, but I know it's a lot. Perhaps I've had 3 or 4 meetings with you, and I didn't know you was honorable until just a couple minutes ago. So, but I think it's a terrific partnership, and I think it'll last for a long time.
Bill?
And, you know, without getting too redundant here, you know, how you gauge things and how they work out is comments, and not when you sit down at the big meeting, everybody kind of has a consensus, but when you hear things in the hallways and down at ISAC, people that literally do not know me come up and say, oh, the Precinct Atlas deal. That only speaks for itself, so that's all I have to add.
You guys should be very, very proud. You have had a major impact in elections in the state of Iowa. Major.
Yeah, as I said, I think the whole process simply has been so advanced and so improved by having Precinct Atlas. If you look back, and I don't want to go on too long here, but if you look back to where we were 10 years ago or 12 years ago after 2000, and to where we are today in the assurances to the public that you have a completely accurate and quick and reliable system. I mean, it's outstanding, I think. I really think we've got a great product here, and you guys have done a lot of work that, you know, nobody can say enough about. So.
And you know, again, not enough can be said about Saragordo County. I mean, again, I ask anybody here, you guys have been in government a long time, county government. Can you think of another project that a county's developed and shared to the extent that Saragordo County has with the rest of the state of Iowa? I cannot think of it. It's just, but again, thank you.
What benefits one in government should benefit all. So I think, you know, that aspect of it's great.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, we've concluded that subject. We're down for adjournment.
So moved.
Okay, I'll second.
Okay, motion seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Thank you, everyone.